So, with the Anubis news recently, a lot of hype has been stirring around a new operation that should be coming very soon, and we're starting to not only see that hype, but the market react in a similar way as well. If you've watched my videos a few months ago, you probably remember I would often talk about things like the SSG Acid Fade, how it was a really low float trade up skin, and every time one of these past operations dropped, it would spike up in price. Well, with this news, we're already starting to see a steady increase in the price of it, so today let's talk about that alongside everything else that is changing. But just before we get into it, check out how to get a free $5 trading with the sponsor Skins Monkey. Skins Monkey is a great way to get the actual value for your skin and not lose a lot of money while trading for skins that look great. You can easily trade the junk you have sitting around for good investment items that can earn you money over time, or trade for a knife that's been doing incredibly well price-wise long term. They're not hard to find at all. And once again, free $5 bonus on your first trade when you sign up. Link at the top of the description. But for now, let's get back into it. Now, what originally got me interested in this is a guy on Twitter named Orich who made a post pointing out two key things. First off, with the acid fades going up a significant price, like 20% in a week's time. He also quoted, without a guaranteed way of saying if we get an operation or not, and the fact that buff prices are like 80% of what Steam prices are at the moment, which historically is incredibly overvalued and could definitely suggest that we could see a significant pullback when the operation comes. But before we get into all that, I want to talk about where he says, quote, without any guaranteed way of saying if we get an operation or not. I think it's pretty expected that we get an operation because of the release of the map Anubis. Just to refresh you guys, because it was so long ago, Broken Fang got released with Ancient, and that of course gave us the Ancient collection. Anubis being released directly after a major, with the next major 5 months out, could give us an operation sometime in between with the Anubis collection, and then we'll have the souvenir variants of those weapons in the Anubis souvenir package next major. That's why this whole discussion is happening, and personally, I absolutely think it's a solid reason to say that we should see an operation in these next few months. But let's get back to the interesting case of what's been going on with prices. So with buff prices getting to be so close to Steam market prices, something that Orich notes is that with the M4A4 hype we saw recently, it's allowed for a lot of quote-unquote free money on buff. Pretty much just because you could buy stuff on the Steam market for a really good price and then end up flipping it on buff right away or vice versa, which is probably why we saw a big spike right away. People buying up those skins trying to make a quick buck, and then a week later, when they're all tradable and you could just get rid of them all again, there's a lot of selling value, and they went back to the price they were at originally. So 1 week passes, they have a huge spike up, and then like 5-6 days later, everything just kind of starts tanking in price because everybody is selling off the hype that originally started, and then long term we start to see them increase again. But what about other items? Are they becoming too overinflated on the Steam market to manage? Well, honestly, it's definitely a possibility, and I think the operation is going to be the only event that's going to show us if they are. If there isn't an operation, I don't see any reason for the skin market, especially to crash. It just doesn't seem realistic the way the market has been in the past and just how the market is structured. There never seems to be a ton of selling pressure in skins unless you have some event to trigger it, aka the operation, where I guess we saw it last time because people wanted to either sell to unbox in new cases, spend their money on stars, or just dump out their old skins for new ones. People had a lot of options, and whatever it is, it seems to bring a lot of sellers. And even whether or not this dip gets bought up quick or it even happens, I think there's a significant chance that we do see some big dip. I think would make sense. And I think the way skins have been going straight up for the past year, people aren't exactly going to mind selling because let's be honest, like 99% of people that own these like average play skins are in profit or are definitely at the price they bought it at because nothing has really crashed in the past year. Maybe cases crashed recently, but they were bought up just as quick too, and now they're at the price they were at just a few weeks ago. So nothing in the market has really crashed at all. A dip wouldn't be surprising at all with this operation. But honestly, I think that's going to wrap it up for this one. I don't think we can just expect the market to go straight up forever. There should be some pullbacks along the way, so don't be surprised if we see a dip in the market during the operation. And if you have buff balance and you're just sitting waiting for the perfect opportunity to buy something, I think this dip should be a pretty solid option, assuming things we've seen in the past. But besides all that, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed, and check out Skins Monkey for that free $5 bonus as well. But for now, I'll see you guys next one. Peace.